My name is Maggie Fuqua, and I live here in Indianapolis with my daughter and her husband, Michael Johnson, and Yuri and Marlo Johnson. We have a restaurant in Fort Wayne. We had the restaurant since 1986.
That restaurant actually is the longest standing Black-owned restaurant in Fort Wayne.
It's like soul food,
fried chicken, candy yams, mac and cheese. Food truck business was my idea. It's actually called Remy's Soul/Comfort Food Mobile Kitchen and Catering.
I was at the restaurant and working, and my daughter, she said, "Mama, you seem like you'd be a little tired more than you usually be."
But then it progressed to having some lymph nodes that she noticed on her body, her back, her neck. The doctor said that, she may have an infection, and said that, from his experience, it might be cancer. I remember waiting in the waiting room for the surgeon to come back to talk with me.
And she came back and told my daughter that it was cancer.
In 2022, she had a relapse of her cancer.
I lost it. She's in her late 70s, battled cancer twice. So she got referred to Community Cancer Center, and she was assigned to Dr. Siddiqui.
I saw Maggie the first time 8 years ago, and back then she was extremely sick.
So she started chemotherapy in 2016. It came back in 2022.
She had cancer in her liver and in her lungs.
Dr. Siddiqui's nurse practitioner. I typically meet the patients with new consults or recurrence, and then I follow them through with their active treatment. So I've gotten to meet Maggie for the last couple of years.
She got really sick from this Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is very unusual at her age, and to be in so many places all over her body.
And the one thing I really like about Dr. Siddiqui is his optimism. He never said anything negative. Like, we're gonna beat this.
He said, "I'm gonna treat you and we're gonna work with it."
Despite that, there have been so many new drugs that have been approved in Hodgkin's lymphoma in the last few years, that despite recurrence, people can live for many, many, many years. We are blessed that we are an MD Anderson partner. I was able to discuss her case in the hematology tumor board with the MD Anderson cancer team.
There's a team of doctors where they sit down and discuss each patient. And so the treatment plan that they came up with, that's what they started with her.
This time we just treated her with immunotherapy, and she has done awesome with that.
Eventually, the infusions worked. He's cancer-free, although he's keeping her on the treatments every 3 weeks.
She has a good team, community, and with our social worker and our navigator.
As a navigator, we really pride ourselves on making sure that, 1, we get to know the patients, 2, we earn their trust, and 3, we make sure that we can help identify any barriers that they may have.
Cassie is very nice. We sit and we talk, and anything that I would need, she say, "Anything you need, let me know." And if I forget to tell Dr. Siddiqui something that I need, I'll have her call her, and she will take care of it. They got me some gift cards from Walmart's.
The gift cards were awesome.
I identified that they were struggling a little bit, and I reached out to Helen in social work and let her know.
We talked to them about what their needs are. Are they having trouble with mortgage or rent? Is it a utility bill that's coming up that they can't pay?
We're super grateful for the help that we received and helping buy groceries, because it came in a time where we financially needed it.
And you could just tell that she was extremely relieved. The weight had been released off of her shoulders in receiving those gifts.
My mother's a fighter. She fought through it. And Dr. Siddiqui, he told her, "Hey, if it's back, we got something for it." Dr. Siddiqui, anytime I call him or text him, he'll answer or he'll text me right back. That is awesome. That really shows me that he cares.
been a pleasure taking care of Maggie. She's a wonderful patient, a wonderful person. She's become like our family because we've known her for 8 years.
All the money for the UHA, the Utility Housing Assistance, and the Oncology Patient Assistance Program come from people who are here this evening. But it's kind of fun to feel like a fairy godmother sometimes, being able to give someone a gift card for groceries or being able to assist someone with a house payment for 1 month. It takes the stress off, and the relief we see on their faces is just phenomenal.
The one thing that we held on to was our faith in God.
I look up to God for everything He's done for me. He brought me from Council 1 to Council 2. And I just love it, man. One day I was in a food truck and I just thought about what He's done for me. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to have a talk with God. And I went outside and I said, I just want to thank you for all you've done for me. I just want to say I thank you. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Definitely, Maggie is very stubborn and very persistent. And she said, tell them I'm a survivor. I know this cancer is not going to go away, but I'm surviving.
She's a bad gamma jamma, just as fine as she can be. Yeah, I don't know the rest of it. Oh, give me one.